Hi everybody and welcome back to Sci Shop channel. Okay guys, this particular tutorial is all about making a fake donut topper. Now, if you've been following my other toppers, you'll know there's quite a lot of different ones I've shown you how to make. Well, this is another exciting new one I'd like to show you as well. And what it is, it's going to be an Oreo biscuit with Oreo crumbs with cream topper on it as well. So basically, let me just show you how you would make the Oreo and the Oreo crumbs to put on top of it. I think that's the first thing we need to do. So what you need to do is get your polymer clay black and give it a good knead like this one. And then the way I do it is this. I'll do the crumbs first, just take a bit off. Okay, put that to one side. Now you're going to do this. Now this is a bit time consuming, but it's worth doing it, guys, okay? Little side tip there, it's worth doing it. So what you do is you just put it down like so. Can you see that? It's a little bit sticky, but don't worry too much about that, guys. That's all part of the fun. And you get a cocktail stick, and all you do is you pull bits off like so. Okay? There. Can you see that? So you've got a little crumb. Now you keep doing this until you've got a lot of these. Now this is a bit time consuming, but it's worth doing, guys. So basically you're just making little crumbs out of plastic polymer clay. So you keep doing this, keep pulling it off like so. Can you see that? And yes, it will, I promise you, look like crumbs when you've got a lot of them. And in a moment I'll show you some I've made earlier. Yes, I will, guys. Because you don't want to keep watching me do this, but I just want to show you the technique so that you will know for yourself. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. So you keep doing that, okay? So there you go. So you keep doing that until you've got a lot of those, and then you bake them to the manufacturer's instructions, and then they'll be nice and hard. Now, in a moment, I will show you some I made earlier, but I want to show you first how to make the actual Oreo. And now you could make an Oreo yourself, but I find using a mold for this is much easier because you have, if you try and do it yourself on a small scale, like a proper Oreo sized biscuit, it will take you forever to get it to look the same. So to save your time, I would get yourself an Oreo mold or make your own. But I've actually bought this one, and here it is here. Okay. Can you see that? Lovely, isn't it? Okay, so all you do is you put it down like so. You get your polymer clay and you just knead it until it's nice and soft. Roll it into a ball like so, and then you squeeze it like this as well. Funny that. And then all you do is you place it in there. Now I find every time I've done this, some people put corn flour in it, cornstarch, just to stop it from sticking. But I find you don't have to do that with this particular mould. And I got this mould online, guys, if you're wondering where I got it from. And all you do is you place it in the mould like so. Exciting, isn't it? And all you do is just give it a good squeeze down. If you've got too much in there, take some out and start again, because you'll need to make it look Oreo-like. And that's all you do. So it's as easy as that. And here comes the exciting bit. Are you ready for this, guys? You pull it out. How easy was that? Can you see this? Oh, wow. Doesn't that look like an Oreo biscuit? Obviously, it's a bit of a soft one at the moment, but after you bake it to the manufacturer's instructions, you will find you will have a decent Oreo biscuit. And I love this because it just looks like an Oreo. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. Like I say, you could make your own on a small scale, but I wouldn't suggest it because you'll be there for days. You'll be there for days and days and days, and you don't want to be doing that. How quickly was that? Well, that was in, well, not even a minute. Okay, so let me just find one to show you, which I made earlier. And for the life of me, it's gone missing. I'll probably get it right. Here it is. Here I'm back, guys. Here's the one I made earlier. See, nice and hard, nice and soft. Look, burr, burr, burr. And this one's all hard. So this one's I baked earlier. So what you could do with this is pop it round, put some fake cream in the middle and squeeze it together, and then you've got an Oreo biscuit. Now I'm going to show you how to make that, but on this particular tutorial, this is one for, as you know, a donut topper, and so I'm not going to do that. That's going to be in another tutorial, so you have to watch your space for that one. So after you baked it, well, no, I tell a lie. What you need to do is actually cut it into pieces, like you would do if you were cutting it to put on a topper, funnily enough. Now, what I mean by that is this. Let me just get you some I made earlier. Now, before it was like this, and then I cut it into pieces, so it was like this. And then I baked it. Okay, so you get it like this, then you cut it into your pieces like this, and then you bake it. Okay, don't do it the other way around. I think you probably could get away with cutting it after it's hard, but this is the easy way to do it. So I'm just going to put that one to one side. Okay, so then you've got these little bits like you would have on top of a donut. Now I'm going to bring my donut over and just show you what I mean. So if you can imagine, in a moment we're going to put our cream on the top, and then we're going to put our fake crushed Oreos, and then these bits, these chunky bits on the top of that somehow as well. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. So that's the look we're going for. So I'm just going to put that to one side, and I'm going to show you the crumble bits of Oreo that I made earlier. And that's what I mean by that. Okay, some chunky bits in there. So there you go. You got your little bits and pieces that's going to go on the top of here. So if you can imagine this, it's going to go on there. So it will look, I promise you, like fake pieces, little pieces of Oreo biscuit. So absolutely marvellous, isn't it? Okay, so there you go, guys. So we got our fake crumble bits and our big pieces like so, and they're all ready to go on. So I'm going to put that to one side, back in my luxury yogurt pot. Keep your yogurt pots, guys, because they're very handy to have when you need to put little bits and pieces to one side. A little side tip there, okay? Okay, you still with me? You are. That's great. Okay, so you're probably saying, Simon, how are we going to do fake cream? Well, funnily enough, let me show you now. Now, what you will need is one of these. Acrylic sealant. Now, I find this works quite well when you don't need a loads of volume of cream. If you need loads of volume of cream, then you have to do it in a slightly different way and use different products. But for this particular one, you can get away with acrylic sealant. So it needs to be white because it needs to look like cream, of course. And you need your gun, okay? So you need one of those, which you can get from a reputable DIY shop, if you haven't already got one, but I suspect you have because of all the DIY work you're doing at home. And then what you do is you fill your piping bag, okay, with the nozzle. There's my nozzle. Can you see my nozzle with a big tip on there? I don't think this one's got a number, but yeah. So this is basically what you would normally use if you were piping a cake. But because I'm using it for fake food, I never use it again for using it for cake. So when I do make these kind of things in real life, you know, for edible food, I've got another set of these, especially for food items only. But this is for crafty things, so this has to be kept. Well, the nozzle does anyway, because the rest of it would be thrown away for crafty bits. Okay, hopefully you're still with me. So you can't use it for food after you've used it for this. Okay, but exactly the same principle is what you do regarding filling it up. So all you do is you get this bit and you shove it in there, and then you fill it up by using your gun until you get it there, and then you squeeze it around like you would do if you were piping, you know, putting piping cream in there. Okay, so there you go. So we've got our bag ready to go. So what I'm going to try and do now is just bring back my luxury fake donut. And if you're thinking, oh, Simon, it looks a bit dirty, that's because I was doing a little trial with bits and pieces before, but I couldn't get all those bits off, and I'm not going to worry about that because I'm going to cover it up with this fake cream in a moment. Okay, so without further ado, let me show you how to do this. Now, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it regarding the design, but I think I'm going to go around like so. So wish me luck, guys. Keep your fingers crossed, and yeah, let's go from there. So I'm just going to squeeze this down. Oh, and it's come out a bit strange, but we're going to go with it. Actually, I think, yeah, no, that's good. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky. Can you see my hand shaking there? You shouldn't be. Now, I've got a bit on my hand there. So what I think I'll do is just do it like so. Okay? So keep going. Don't panic if this goes wrong because you can wipe it off and start again, guys. Okay? So there you go. And pop it around like that. So, not the best piping, as you can see. I am usually a lot better than that. But it's probably doing it at a funny angle. I'm going to blame that, okay? Because you have to blame something, don't you? No, I'm joking, guys. That's fine. I'm going to go with that. So I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is get all my fake biscuits. And I'm just going to pull out all the big chunky bits, okay? Which is about 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces, okay? And now all I'm going to do is pop these on like this, randomly but evenly, okay? So that looks like crumbled up Oreos, okay? And once I put it on, I might push it down slightly just to make sure they stick. You don't need any glue for this because it should all just naturally stay on there. So use them all up because you've taken all the time and effort to make them all. So it's best to actually use every single mince morsel. Do you know what I mean, what I'm saying? You do. That's great. If you don't know what a mince morsel is, look it up on that luxury search engine of yours. Okay. Oh my God, this is looking absolutely amazing. Okay. So perhaps I'm going to say this is somebody whose first day at the bakery making a donuts effort, if you know what I mean, as it's a little bit lopsided. But we're not going to worry about that because that just gives it character, doesn't it, guys? You know what I mean? What I'm saying? You do. That's great. Okay, we're nearly there, guys. Okay, so there's all my little bits stuck on there like so. Now I'm going to try and just push it down slightly. Just a little bit, not too much, because I don't want it to wreck my fantastic piping that I did just then, okay? So I think that's it. Can I quickly tip that up? Oh, see, some come off. So I just want to quickly do that, just to make sure they come off, go back on again. Okay, and I'm probably going to just shake it like that way, because that one's a bit lopsided, that side. So I might be able to shake it back the other way, which I think I just did. It's a little tight tip there. If it's lopsided, just shake it the other way, but be careful because it might all collapse. But don't worry. Like I say, if you don't need much piping, if this was really high, like 2 or 3 times higher, we couldn't use this particular technique because it wouldn't work because it'd all collapse. But because we're doing this, it's not a problem, okay? So I'm happy with that. Now I've got my bits. Now one side is the bottom, one side's the top. Now you need the top one really. So what I'm going to do is just sort of find a slightly empty space and just pop it on like you would do if you were making a real one, guys. Okay, so there you go. There's another one going in there. And I think I want one just in there like so. And perhaps I'll put one in there because this one's going over the side a bit. So if I put that in there, I might be able to push that back up. See what I did there? You know, I used the design to make it work for me, guys. Okay. Oh, doesn't that look amazing? Now, I'm like this. If you guys don't want to make one of these, I will eat my hair because I'm sure you want to make one. Now, where should I put this one? There, I think. Okay. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh, I'm so excited. That looks so good, doesn't it? You just want to eat that, don't you guys? But I don't suggest you do because that's not very good. Get into loads of problems. Okay, so there you go, guys. I'll pick it up slightly for you. Now you just need that to set for a couple of days. It shouldn't take too long, but don't keep touching it or anything like that. Just leave it alone. Put it to one side in a quiet little area of your household or your craft shop or wherever you're making this. And you might even be making it work. You know what I mean? You might have nothing to do. You might have nothing to do one day. You think, I know. I'll watch Size Arch Channel. Funny that. And I'll make one of those luxury fake donut toppings, the ones with the cream and the Oreo biscuits that he made. And now I'll give it to my boss as a present, okay? And then your boss will think he can eat it or she can eat it because you can have male and female bosses. You know what I mean, what I'm saying? I don't want to be sexist there. Everyone's included in my little tutorials. And, they absolutely love that. So I'm just going to pick that up for you again, guys, just so you can see that. Okay. Oh, wow, doesn't that look amazing? Okay, so there you go, guys. It's all done and dusted for this particular tutorial. So I'm going to go for now, and I'm going to put my teeth back in so I can speak properly. And yeah, okay, let's go. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next tutorial. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching.